Well, a neighborhood divided tonight after one of the residents shoots another dog with a BB gun.
The dog apparently roams without a leash, so some neighbors say since the city didn't step in, someone had to take matters into their own hands, but now that person is behind bars.
He shot the neighbor's dog
with a BB gun after Rosa Guevara says her husband Edgar Benitez got fed up with dealing with the dog next door, which is allegedly a menace to the neighborhood.
Is that when we came, we found him in the garage. My boyfriend or husband had shushed him, but he came back, So since we had already told the neighbor and he didn't do anything, Edgar just gave him a little scared.
The incident caught on surveillance camera from the house across the street where Cristina Martinez lives and is backing up the suspect's decision to shoot at the dog.
He comes over here, he destroys my property, he gets into my plants, he digs out plants, he eats my dog's food, he tries to dig into my yard, and my dog's back there, and I'm afraid that my dog's gonna hurt their dog and I'm gonna get in trouble.
The dog had been inside Rosa's garage where Edgar's dog finds shelter from the sun and was making this mess of new bags of dirt they had just purchased. Edgar ran out of patience, she says.
He wasn't shooting him to kill him.
On the video, after getting shot with the BB, the dog heads back to his owner's home and lingers on the front porch for several minutes before the owner's wife comes out to get him and put him in the backyard.
I assumed that it wasn't really injured because the neighbor, instead of taking care of his animal, he left him there for over 15 minutes on its own, and it was walking around fine.
We attempted to get the owner's side of the story and check on the dog's condition, but after repeatedly ringing their doorbell and knocking on the door, no one came out to talk to us. Now, Edgar is behind bars for animal cruelty, but his family and supporters say even though they are all pet lovers, he was justified in using force to protect his property.
I think that he did the right thing by several times addressing it to the owner, and the owner didn't take the initiative and tie up his animal.
Since we could not get in touch with the dog's owner, we do not know the extent of injuries to his pet. I did see blood spatter on the porch and leading into the doorway today. The same neighbors who support Edgar say they hope the dog isn't badly injured, but hope a lesson has been learned. I asked and you answered. Eliona Perez says, I would do the same thing. I have a lot of dogs in my neighborhood and they love to come do their business in my yard and dig up my plants. Where are our rights as homeowners? Ashley Valdez writes, still doesn't give anyone the right to hurt another living animal. It's inhumane. What is wrong with society? There are other ways to protect your own without hurting an animal. Come on. Do you think an animal should be injured by a human under any circumstance? Was it Edgar's right to protect his property even if the dog was not aggressive? Let's chat about it now at facebook.com/action4newsmarcy and on Twitter at MarcyKGBT.